Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another Daily Dice, where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is, keeping in mind that these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy. Wow, okay. And get you out more resonant readings. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all the links necessary below in the description box, where you can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. And you may also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I really hope to see you over there. Also, memberships are now live and going. So if you check where the subscribe button is or was, you'll see a little join button there as well. If you click on that, it will show you the three options that are available. There's Love Drops, Love Blossoms, and Love Bloomers. And along with that, it will show you all of the perks available for each level. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it and find out what is today's Daily Dice source. What messages do you have for my fellow humans? What would you like them to know? What is today's Daily Dice? Okay, this is Neptune. We've got the second house, Aquarius, and Neptune energy. Okay, let me get my box. Okay, so some kind of support coming in when it comes to your self-worth. Like, it's like you know your worth. You appreciate your worth. You are going after what it is, with you making sure you feel worthy of the things that you're chasing, right? But this feels like support in that area. Like you're just going to be seen on a new level by a lot of people, by friends, like-minded individuals, people who get you, people who understand what it is that you're offering. And there's a sense of stability here. Your intuition is rising up to a whole new level. Right? Your daily routines are like reflecting that too. It's almost like you're getting new messages of how you should approach your day-to-day work or your day-to-day life. And through that, you're taking action based on that. And your intuition is just skyrocketing because you're taking care of yourself. So now things are starting to build for your future. And I feel like also you're becoming more or less detached to the outcome of whatever it is that you're putting all your energy on. So maybe you're trying to build your intuition and it's like, well, you know, I've been trying to focus on it for so long. I've been chasing it. And now I'm just going to kind of like just not care quite as much and see what happens, because it's like, seems like I haven't grown a whole lot lately or a whole lot recently. And I know that I'm not even partially open to my intuition. Like I just have a little bit open or whatever it is, that there's always more. I'm sorry, my dog, she's scratching right now and the whole thing is like moving. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. And it's this energy of really understanding now that as you open up to yourself and as you just kind of like let things be and accept things as they are, you're actually receiving a lot more psychic downloads. You're receiving a lot more psychic energy. You're receiving a lot more understanding of what your psychic gifts are. You're no longer questioning it. So like maybe you were just very intuitive, right? And you're like, oh, no, I know I must be a psychic. Like, I know because I've had psychic moments, like, where things happen and, wow, excuse me. And you're like, no, I know I must be psychic. And so what's going on is, like, maybe you were chasing being a psychic and it was just never kind of panning out the way that you thought that it would. And I just burned my finger. Yeah, you're burning yourself out. Whoa. And it's the commitment, right? Like, I know that it's on our left finger, but this has to do with our commitment. And so it's like, yeah, burning out because you're just so committed to it and not really allowing things to unfold. So it's like burning yourself out to the point of exhaustion. And then Source is like, why don't you back off a little bit? And it was almost like that question of why not? And you're like, no, 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 because then I'm going to lose it entirely. And Source is like, just trust the process. Your guides, your angels, everybody up there, they're like, just back off just a little bit. And it was like the fear was coming with that. Like, I can't back off, because if I back off, then exactly, then I'm going to lose it. But look, the healing is coming, and that's all the reason they were asking you to back off. It's just so you could allow this healing to become a part of your journey. Like, so you could come into a place of harmony with it. It was when we chase something so desperately, right? And I use desperate as a way to show, like, when we're holding on to something so tightly, we don't want to let it go. It is a desperation. Because we're so afraid of the outcome. We're so afraid of what potentially could come if we let it go. But in reality, when we're holding on to it, we're suffocating it from us. And that's what it feels like here. It's like whatever it was that you were holding on to is like, in a way, you were suffocating it. And you weren't allowing it to be what it needed to be, which was just as it was. You know, if you had, again, they're bringing me back to that idea of being a psychic. It's like if you had those psychic moments and they just happen naturally, just being aware of them rather than trying to chase after them, just letting yourself come into this awareness of them and seeing how they play out. And when they do happen, you're like, oh, there's your awareness. Like, what do you notice in those moments? And if you miss it, not beating yourself up for that, just rather just moving on and letting the next one happen. Or it could be anything. It doesn't have to be psychic energy. That's just what they're showing me right now. Okay. It could be your spiritual, say it's meditation, say it's prayer, say it's relaxation, say it's just like not working as hard. But burnout has been a thing here. Yeah. The Watcher. Yeah, it's like you've been watching your every move. You have. This is your energy coming in, right? It's like you've been like, I have to be this way. I have to do this. I have to be like so-and-so, because if I'm not like so-and-so, then something's wrong with me. You have your own unique way of bringing whatever it is that you're trying to bring here. You just have to let that unfold. The more that we try to control it, the more it leaves us. You know, and we're humans, and humans want to know the why-fors, the what-tos, the how-tos, and all that, and we want to control it all. But it's that very idea of control that keeps us away from that which we want. Source, I love you so much. Thank you so much. We have Groundhog Spirit here with 31. Time to let go. Let it go. And see, look at this. He's holding a little heart. Like, this is something that's very near and dear to your heart. I don't know why. Maybe my dog is dreaming. Like, because she's not really making any noise. But the whole RV is shaking right now. And look at this. Look at this underneath it. Being bold and fearless. Number 4 and number 4. It's a very powerful thing for you. It's a very powerful time. Poor thing. Yeah, my dog, she's back there scratching. She has a little rash on her belly that I'm trying to get rid of. I'm using coconut oil on it, and I got her some medicine, and sometimes she just gets itching. And you know, if you ever have a mosquito bite or something, you can't tell yourself to leave it alone. That's how she gets with it. And so I have to get onto her, man. She came running out here when I got onto her. She was like, what? So yeah, you're in this very powerful time of understanding your worth right now, of understanding how to be fearless as you move forward, knowing that whatever is happening exactly as it should. We have Jupiter with growing and expanding. You are growing. It might not feel like it. It might not seem like it. But then you might see signs and synchronicities that are like, yeah, I really am growing. And then we have Libra energy. You have to continue to be fair with yourself, right? This is all about balancing your internal energy, finding that inner harmony here. Harmony. If you don't find the harmony within you, no one else is going to, right? No one else is going to show up and be like, oh, hey, I got your harmony right here. Like, no. Harmony, 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 harmony. That's from a show I watch. We have a square. A challenging situation and a mountain to climb. This has been hard. It's been difficult. Like, Source is showing this is exactly what it is. This is exactly what's coming through. They want an angel message. We'll grab one real quick. And that'll be our last card. We'll see what the others are. Whoa, okay. They want this one. Layla, spend some time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. Yeah, like you're healing, but don't be afraid to ask for guidance here. It's okay to ask. Sometimes we forget that we can ask for help, right? Yeah, okay. And then we have intuition. I cannot. I'm done. I'm done. That's exactly what I said. It feels like you're going from being just intuitive to psychic. Like, this feels like a specific message for someone that has been really trying to build on their psychic muscles, their psychic abilities. And, don't let people tell you, oh, you can't be psychic. Every one of us have that ability within us. Others just are more prone to it because they spent other lifetimes developing it. Right? And now maybe this is the first time or within the first few times that you've been trying to develop it. And it's like when you want it so bad, it just kind of leaves, and I had to teach myself that when I started with the tarot. Like, I promised myself, I started learning before I got the cards, and I was learning from the Rider-Waite-Smith. And then when I got the cards, I was drawn to Tarot Marseille. And so I was trying to apply Rider-Waite-Smith meanings to the Tarot Marseille, and it just didn't work. It just didn't pan out. Like, it made no sense. Nothing worked out. And that's because the Tarot Marseille is a very intuitive card. Like, it's pip cards for a reason. There's a reason there's no images on them. It's to help expand your intuition. And I remember how so many people didn't like the Tarot Marseille because they think, well, first and foremost, they're ugly cards. Or they're like, well, there's no images on it that I can use. And that's the purpose. It's to experience how you use that muscle without having something there to guide you. And so I had to rechange how I approached it. And when I let go of what I thought it should be and just let it be how it was amazing the way that it was working out for me, right? But that's just an example of, and that's why I bring it up. It's like Source is trying to show you, like, you don't have to hold on to it because there's a reason that it's not working out the way that you expected it to when you're trying to force it into this little box in this way. It's time to collaborate. Yeah, this makes sense too. Like, it's okay to connect with people who are doing what you're doing. Like, even if it's a YouTube video or if it's a masterclass that you can take, like looking into your options available. If there's a school nearby, there's a lot of spiritual schools. Again, I keep getting drawn to this is somebody that's trying to develop their spiritual self. Okay, it's okay to collaborate with others because there are other people who are further along on the journey than you, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing bad about that, right? There's that with purpose. All right. So this is what I see for you. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little cat emoji down below and say, I allow my gifts to naturally develop. So you let Source know that you're ready to surrender to this process and let it be what it's meant to be. Leave me a thumbs up. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it here and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this incredible message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.